Cool. So with this set, you send me Skeletor, or like 3 games
Yeah.
against Skeletor, and I'll read the thing you've mentioned. I got clapped hard. It felt awful. Fair enough, fam.
Yeah.
Um, do you have anything more specific about that, or like anything you
I don't
particularly
know.
noticed, or?
I don't know. Like I've played a lot of the top EU players, and I feel kind of fine playing them. But I don't know. He just makes me feel like uncomfortable. I don't know if it's his play style or his characters, but I'm just not used to it, and I find myself like doing stuff like tech squares a lot more because I'm kind of uncomfortable and I don't know what to do like a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Fuko versus Parasol. Do you have much experience in this matchup? Because I'll be honest, I don't. I have some experience playing against the Parasol side, but I don't have like a superior Fukua, and I haven't played against many Parasols.
Not like a lot. We don't have a lot of parasol players, but I think it's probably one of my more. I like it probably out the best out of my 3 matchups.
Oh yeah. Or like
Yeah.
versing Parasol as in your three
Yeah,
with your
against
characters. Oh
parasol.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And I talked with Sceliter too, and he said he thinks it's the worst one she has out of my characters.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Cool. Okay, let's just hit the button. Normally beforehand I would like watch the match and not say anything, but I know how you play, so like I don't need to do that.
Okay.
So we'll just go over the thing. I don't need to like learn your skill level or anything. To
Yeah,
that
yeah.
degree. Okay, you do the thing. Cool. Wait for the fireball to come back. Okay. Okay. So the main thing. Oh, hit the wrong button. So the main thing I've been thinking about the entire time is where can you actually like secure some advantage, right? And I think that's part of not feeling comfortable is like when you don't really know what to look for, like what
Yeah.
specific things or like specific positions you want there to be to put yourself in to like be like, okay, this is what I want to do, and this is the spot I want to set up. Um,
Yeah.
this is where my matchup and experience comes into play because I don't really know how to do that. But the easiest thing I can think of is how do you make them block something, right? That's the easiest way to set something up. Block something that has like some meaning behind it. So like if they block a jump fireball plus assist, if they block like just assist roll, if they block an air normal or something like that. Because Skeletor doesn't have any defensive assists. So if he's gonna have to defend, he'll
Yeah.
have to defend by himself, right? That's a pretty big
True.
deal.
Yeah.
Right, he doesn't have Robo's 10 heavy punch. That assist is actually not that bad. I remember playing
Yeah.
it when I got buffed, and I was like, that was actually pretty good. I mean, it's not beam. I'm gonna mute this shit. It's not beam by any stretch of the imagination, but it's actually pretty good. But he doesn't play it, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And like with Eliza, like Eliza doesn't have a defensive assist. M cut is pretty good, but it's too forbidden. Nobody can use it.
MK assist.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's actually like kind of cracked for real. But
Okay.
no EU Eliza will ever be on the level to use that assist. It's okay. You need to be down here to make it successful. But regardless, so let's look at it again. I'm just curious. Cool. Cool. So if you're here, so you do that. Oh, I should like put on inputs. That's kind of important. You throw fireball kind of late, and it doesn't really hit if he just moves out of the way, which he does. Here I think is a pretty good spot because here he can't really call assist. So
super
even though Parasol like, traditional wisdom says Parasol has no air movement, but she still has really good like options in the air, right? Because she can do the set the tier here. She can like set the tier here and then like that is not looking like a tier whatsoever. Oh boy. Set a tier over here and then like fly that way or whatever. But she can't all this time she can't really call assist. So you can like try to cover like this area with like a assist. I think you're using M Bomber and Updo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have written it over here. Thank you. Some people do not write it. I get really upset when they don't. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is your assist? I can't tell. Anyway, so that's one thing, is like you can try to look for spots like these to actually call some assist into it. Because the main thing is, even if the assist gets hit, because there's a fair chance the assist gets hit, If you like aren't like spaced well over here and calling up to into it or something, if you call M
Yeah.
bomber, there's like a reasonable chance it gets hit, depending on your timing. You could actually stand to call it later than you would normally against other characters because they don't have defensive assists, and because Skeletor doesn't have defensive assists, he can't like counter call into you when he has to block the assist. He can like hope that his like when the assist is falling, they're invincible.
Yeah.
He can like hope that he calls his assist during and like the assist comes out and you block that stuff right when their assist is coming down and like
Yeah.
get like an assist kind of called that way, but that's like super duper hard with M-Bomber. It's like very very hard to do that consistently if you space it like with at least
Yeah,
one
yeah.
neuron firing. If you zero neurons, it's over. At least one, it's like it's pretty hard. So that's one thing you can look at. But the main thing is Parasol. I feel like whenever I played Parasol or played against Parasol, it was always like looking at specifically the vectors and the spacings that they can cover and they can't cover. Because in the air, Parasol, like, I mean, none of this is like a surprise to you, I don't think. Parasol can like cover all of this, all of not even that far actually, like all of this area pretty well. Like, this is basically Parasol's zone. You can't really go in. You know, like there's like a big wall over here. Do not cross. Do not cross. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 or whatever. Like, but you can be like over here, and like Parasol can't really hit you. That's one thing.
Yeah.
So if you're over here and you call an assist, if he doesn't have a defensive assist to call into it, he's pretty snug. It's very hard to like deal with it, and that's something you can try as well in training mode. Actually, I'm thinking whether I can show that. Let me see if I can do that, because I'm pretty sure I have beta as well, so I can like have this going and then still do stuff in beta. Let's see if I can do that. I wonder if that will be useful. Play. Okay. Are we cooking? I think we're cooking. I wonder if this works. No, if this works, like I don't want to just say stuff and have you have to lab it. Like if you can actually do things. Oh my god, this resolution. Oh, what is this music? Oh, I didn't remember this music. Somebody gave me Age of Mythology music to put on the pack. That's so funny. Video settings. Oh boy. Yes, please. Apply settings. This is so funny that this is Age of Empires music on it. 16:9. Is that what my resolution is? I think that's what my resolution is. No, it's 1920. Oh my god, yeah, this is what it is. Anyway, I have not used this in so long, and this is likely going to be out of date, but these characters haven't changed much, so. So let's use. Oh boy, doesn't this look great? I really wish beta was updated, but that's oh well. Oh no, I want. Oh, this is the cursed person voice line.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Too late to change. Updo and then bomber, medium bomber, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if it's like doing things. Oh, it's because it's in debug mode. It's not gonna do things. Oh, I need to be the other character actually. Imagine thinking. Cool. I pick this, and then this versus this. I'll even pick the same stage because why not? So like over here.
Oh, keep going. We just that good part.
And then
Back to action.
what was the pattern that he was doing? Do this. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, let's go back a little bit. And also the other thing is that like the way you're setting yourself up, you don't really have the greatest spacing to do anything with this jump over here. That's another small thing that I just remembered is like the way you space yourself again really going to be important, because you're in the don't get hit zone by Parasol, but you're also like not in the zone to interact with them here.
Yeah, I get that.
But like I'll try to show you the good spacing, and then let's see what we can come up with at the bad spacing. Cool. Oops, I missed my super jump up. Yeah. Nope. Ah, missed it. That's pretty reasonable.
I'm out like a medic.
Actually. No. I'll actually set up super jump. And the reason I'm doing the jab is like try to see what a reasonable timing looks like. Because if I do it way too late, then it doesn't really matter at all.
Yes.
And we're at the range where like it doesn't like. Oops, wrong button. You can't call up to into it. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Was.
You could do something like this, where you dash and predict
Yeah.
as it comes out. Oops. Oh, this is where dashes are still frame 1. Yeah, you could do something like this, but this is like way too early.
What build is this, man?
This is, yeah, you can't, you can't, yeah, you need 1 frame dash. This is way long ago. This is before Liam started doing work. Because when Mike left, he stopped updating with the as he started developing afterwards. Beta wasn't updated anymore.
I see.
Yeah, you could do something like this, and then
I
like
see, yeah.
so like the main
Like
thing
with
is you want to
the
call
half
assistant like
down.
dash into it. Oh, don't
Yeah,
crush, bro.
like dash block.
Yeah.
I see.
This is really tricky. You have to call it a lot later than you think. And this is also parasol dash, which is, jab, which is disjointed, so if they're calling assist into it, then like the timing is a little bit different. So you could call your assist like before it comes out, and then hope to get a trade
Yeah.
or something. Or if you do it, you gotta like wait and like call it here or something. And even if you call it even later, then the jab
Yeah,
trades with the
it's a
jab.
decent
So
trade, yeah.
and like no person's
Okay.
gonna mash double jab over there, right? That's not a reasonable option. I'm just trying to show you the jab, just to show you the timing between the 2 hits. But yeah, like you could try timing this and then like trying to get in that way or something like that. That's one option. And I'm gonna close this now. Cool. Was that like
No,
useful?
yeah, that does make sense, yeah. Yeah.
And if you're that far away, then like you can't reasonably interact with much of the stuff, so you have to stop him from jumping here, basically. Or like if he's gonna throw a fireball like this, you try to get away. Yeah, but the way you set yourself up here is now he has access to assists, and I think assist v assist, you don't really have a good matchup here.
Yeah.
All the things that if he gets to call them first, he basically dominates. And in the spacing you're at, you can't really call your assists first in a meaningful way.
I see.
Right, because if you're so far away, then like if you call up, do nothing happens, and if you call M bomber, they like get interrupted by either butchers or beam.
Yeah.
So if you're that far away, it doesn't really do anything. Which like I mean, this is safe, so you're not like losing the game by being over here directly, but you're also like not winning. So if you're feeling uncomfortable, then like if you are at least recognizing that if you're over here, then that's like pretty chill. That's alright. And there are spots where like you can just take like a breather, and like this would probably be one of them. Like if you're against Parasol, if you're like over, should not use red. If you're like over here-ish, you're pretty chill against Parasol. Parasol's pretty good at like covering this area with her air normals and this area with the tier shots. I mean, and unlike most matchups against Fukua, tier shots are actually pretty good. They're not like terrible. Against most armor characters, they don't give a shit about tier shots at all. So Parasol can't really do those. But you don't have armor, so it's okay. Okay for him. Sucks to be you. But yeah, that's the general gist of it. And we've only gone like more than a skull second in the training.
Yeah.
But like that's my general thoughts on it, just by watching like 10 seconds. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, so you're stuck here. You can't really do much, but he can't really do that much. And you push back him away. Yeah. Put things out again. You see, like if you're trading with the fireballs, he still gets a tier out, and you can't approach the space, and like you're over there, and like having to wait for the fireball to come back. I think the fireball just came back. Yeah, and it's just back now. So,
Mm.
while he already has his stuff out. Another thing you can try to do is set up an angle that like helps you snipe these assists like that, but it's really hard, and like you're
Yeah.
almost hoping for him to mess that up. I don't think it's reliable if the other players like even remotely any good. But it's another thing you can like try once in a while, hoping that they mess up the spacing or something, which is honestly not a non-viable strategy sometimes.
Mm.
And especially like if you lock out assist you lock out assist once, you now get to like land, because what you'll do with Fuku is you'll jump and call fireball, right, or do fireball,
Yeah.
and you'll land and you'll have access to assists, and then you can try to engage him in sort of RPS situations. Because then he has to like think about your assist without like being able to call his first.
Yeah.
And then you can like try to engage him in some sort of like either getting him to lose stage positioning, or making him actually gamble on like a button to press, which at that point then you have like a chance of securely winning neutral, I think.
Hmm.
Or if he pushes himself into the corner, the problem of not having any defensive assists get exacerbated even more. Right, because now
Oh,
he
sorry,
super has
hold
to
on.
call. Sorry.
Someone's on my doorbell. One sec.
Oh, okay. Ew, what is this UI? Wait, Ravel's update?
Hello?
Yep, what's up?
Hey, sorry about
That's all good, man. Alright, where were we?
that. Alright.
So basically, yeah, being able to call assists and like set up good positions for yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
Doing fireball, like if you snipe the fireball like that, if you happen to have that happen, that's pretty great. If you don't get that because they're like looking at the screen and like trying to protect their assist against Fukua,
Yeah.
you won't really get this often. But then they don't get the full advantage of being able to call that assist that far anyway, because then they have to like jump
Yeah.
block the fireball and then like they're losing a little bit, as opposed to like doing whatever the hell they want on the ground. That's one way to think about it. Like forcing them to play the situations in ways that are slightly worse for them. But yeah. So let's keep watching. Yeah, that's why I wouldn't throw the M fireball like that. I would try to throw the H.
Yeah.
And if I just... Yeah, maybe the... No. Oh no, it's 60 frames, isn't it? No, there's no way. She's definitely getting hit if you do that one, I think.
Yeah,
At this
I
timing.
think so.
Yeah, because her assist taunt is like 60 frames or something, so stays up forever.
No doubt.
Unless he's super duper good and like uses this to cancel the fireball out. If he does that, he's actually a genius, and like you can never beat him. It's over. I am sorry, but if he's not, if he doesn't get that, then Bazinga. You get this, and again, yeah, you block the thing. It's pretty great. But now you have to deal with this. Push block. I'm guessing you PBAG. I hope you PBAG. You're just slightly too late. If the push block didn't work out, you would have got hit.
Oh,
Gotta make sure to PBAG as soon as you can. Whenever you push block, immediately go down back.
Yeah.
Small thing, but the more you look at it, the better you get better at it. And stuff. Cancels the fire. Yeah, the fireball gets cancelled. That's the stuff. Like I'm not sure because he's tier tossing so much. I'm not sure if this is necessarily the way to go. And especially, I think that you are like at the start of the round, we were like you're so far away that you can't meaningfully interact with him on the ground. Now you're like a lot closer that you could really do that. So I think throwing fireballs like this, like your fireball just gets cancelled, and now it has to come back later. And now you have to throw it again. And ultimately, you are pushing him into the corner with this. But I think if he had access to assists, you could do that slightly better. So, and now you call butchers. Why would he dash so far forward if you're calling butchers like that? That's pretty bad. But there's no way to realistically punish it, so it's okay. Jeez, double dash. If he was better, he would do the dash, back dash, dash. It's like pretty trivial now that dash is a 2-frame, not 1-frame. But it's pretty hard with Parasol, so it's okay. It's really, really easy with double. Do you know about that?
No.
So with most step dash characters in SG, you can't cancel the dash into crouch, like you can with Filia and to some extent Fukua. But you can cancel the dash into a back dash, so you can dash and then back dash dash to like move.
Oh yeah.
It gives you like a mini like dash down sort of thing happening, but you like move forward with it. It's like really hard to be good with it with Parasol because like if you wait any more than like 2 frames or something, the backdash like momentum kills a lot of your forward dash travel. But with double, it's super easy because double's backdash is garbage, so you don't move that far back. So she gets to do it pretty well. So if you're looking to spice up your movement with double, you could do something like that.
Okay.
But not that it's like it wouldn't show up super often here, and maybe it shows up in the double with Parasol matchup, because like in spacings like, if you this is not a great spacing, like if you're like this far away or something, you can like dash, forward dash, dash, and like get a bit closer. Or something like that. Change the spacing up in ways people aren't used to against double, and having
it's good,
access to assist. But this all went. Let's look at this CQC. Cool. You do this, block pretty well blocked by him actually. This is pretty smart. You do this, catches, gamble, whatever. You gamble down back versus up back. I mean, even though it's a mid or whatever, right? If he down backs, then the jumping heavy kick is like better reward or block. Whereas if you do the crush light kick and if he up backs, you got a Trombini, you potentially get happy birthday. It's just a mix up. Good push block here. I would try to maybe go in a little bit more here.
Yeah, he's on long assist cooldown, right?
Yeah, I mean his assist is over there.
Yeah, but it's on a fat cooldown as well because it's Eliza as well.
Yeah, he loses health, so it gets cooldown. I think that's how that works.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it, and it looks like it. And that's why he like super jumps, right? Because then he's like, please don't call assist on me.
Right, yeah, yeah.
No, I want this button. But like he's the big reason he's like running away now is like he can't call assist for a while, so that's why he's like protecting like
Super
this,
jump back, yeah.
and then now he's like, yeah,
It's time
I just
to-
run.
Yeah, so it's time to take space, really, not
Yeah.
back up.
Yeah. And you no. Oh, thank the Lord this worked out for you. I hate when this works out for the opponent. Like these situations. It just is really annoying. You just gotta be ready to like chicken.
Yeah.
You just gotta be ready to like mash buttons instead of chicken block backdash.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know with Parasite like yeah, I think mash like chicken blocking and trying to play RPS on the lend cancel mix up is more valuable than push blocking.
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah.
Because if he does this and let's say he has assist, like he doesn't have assist right now, but if he has assist, he just calls beam into you, and if you chicken block push block, then like nothing changed. You just like eat some more chip damage, and now you're in a worse position. Or in the same position relatively, and now he gets to like do air throw versus frame trap your throw tech or something. You're in the same spot as you would be with like a little bit more damage taken. Whereas if he calls assist, then you could like swing some buttons and try to go under the H beam if possible. That's another way to go.
Yeah.
And like that's some stuff I think you could try. But you try that and then this happens, and I'm so glad this didn't go super bad. Yeah, and again I would try to call assist here. Keep your pressure up.
Yeah.
Like again, because you feel uncomfortable with this, the thing to try to build at is how to get comfort, and the best way to get comfortable in a position is like when can I actually reliably like push my advantage, and I think stuff like this is where it's important. Anyway, this works out. Let's go. Wow, that's a mix up they made in Kyrgyzstan because that's just so funny. Anyway, I shouldn't say that place is cursed. I shouldn't say that. Whatever. You get what you would respect that joke. I would not make that joke with other people.
Okay.
Believe it. Anyway, this character's super duper dead, and none of the ways you were messing up neutral mattered because now you won. Mess up the incoming feels bad, man. That's okay. I don't know why you would hit a button. I guess you try to hit a button when you were like, oh, the up twos were not gonna work.
Yeah.
That's fair. Never mind. What the fuck is he hitting?
2 MP, bro.
He's trying to push block. That's way too early. Oh, no, he's on level 3. That makes sense. That is, we call that a really bad level 3 input down here. That is not great. Ooh, boy. But, no, yeah, I mean, whatever. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fair enough, man. It just did whatever. Nice. Nice. What the fuck? How did that not work? It just didn't even hit.
My head does not work on her a lot. There's something with her hurtbox, I don't know.
Okay, what direction he's gonna hold now?
He wouldn't have even blocked it. Maybe.
Oh, he was walking back. Oh, well, okay. Dang. Oh, no, he's back walking back, and now he's up backing. So it whiffed like, it wouldn't have worked regardless because he's walking back. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
That's pretty sus. That's something to like look at in training mode, I guess. It's finding those sort of setups that work on this character. No. What the heck is this combo? Cool. Yeah. The one thing is that like Robo doesn't have a double jump anymore, so she's like a lot more like closer to the ground when she's doing her things. She's like better at like this area now. Maybe a little bit of this. But like Robo with double jump is like better at like this and like I'm trying to go past the screen. I can't go right now, but you get what I mean. But Robo with double jump with air dash is like much better at this area. So it's a small thing. It's not the biggest of deals. And now we go back to the game. Yeah, and again you're trying to push block her out. It's like, and stuff like that is like never gonna work. You get mistakenly backdash so many times, and you should be dead here. Never mind.
Okay.
Imagine knowing your IPS button or something. Yep, you got kicked out safely, and there's like a lot of damage on Robo. You hit her once, it's over. He's probably gonna look to tag, or you can just wait safely. Yeah. Again, spots like these is where I think the dash backdash stuff is gonna be good.
Yeah. Okay.
Because then you can like if you get like, because traditional wisdom is that I think Robo beats double. Like because of stuff like this, the way you're moving, it's like Robo has a pretty good time getting away from this stuff, generally speaking. But I think the way that it changes is like if you can reliably get into this position, as much as possible, then I think it's like starting to be scary. But the thing is, most doubles can't really move in the way that puts them in this position more often than not. So
yeah, I see.
So that's where I think that stuff is really, really useful. I'll try to point out specifics where it will be actually good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I'm not highlighted on the game. So let's go all the way back here. Okay. Go back. So now you're playing double. You do the flash step. You do the thing. Yeah, here is another easy example. So if you do dash, backdash, dash, you put yourself at around about here. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, moving far, yeah. Maybe a bit further.
Yeah, so I think like maybe even here. If you do it super optimally, you do it over here. You'd spend the full dash and then backdash for like 1 or 2 frames and then full dash forward.
Yeah.
You put yourself here. After the flash step, that is. And now you're like over here, and Robo only really has like either double jump away and like shoot beam, or try to like snipe your assist by shooting beam. And you have a full life Philia, so you can like easily gamble pulling out a Philia call. And if it works bad, you only get hit by beam, and beams don't even do counter hit damage. So, you take a little bit of damage. You have assist unavailability for a while, so maybe you have to take a mix up. But like, even with butchers, Robo mix up is wow. Not great basically. So
yeah.
So you could gamble something like that, and I think that's pretty okay. But I think like getting closer is the main deal overall, I think. And like if you practice that movement stuff, I think it'll be easier to get that way. And like now you're super far away. Again, if you did that stuff here, I think it's easier to get like, even if you dash once, that puts you like here.
Yeah.
Right, and then you can still call up to, and like up to is probably gonna cover like all this space. And Robo, like most Robo buttons don't have the best hurt boxes. He has to like jump heavy punch or something.
I see, yeah.
Pretty much jump heavy punch is the only way to like reliably beat assists from that close.
Yeah.
If you're further away, then you can just beam and then it doesn't matter. But if you're that close, like you could dash, then jump block, call up to, and then if he's beaming, he gets boned. A bunch of different ways to look at it, but I think just getting closer by moving on the ground, I think is a good way to go. I think it's the good way to go with most characters. But with double, like it's not traditionally very good because she can't move on the ground. But with that special tech, I think you can. And I think it's worth exploring at the very least, if not like actually putting into your game plan. But regardless, so yeah, and again, like what's he really gonna do if you jump forward? Like he calls butchers, like okay. Doesn't matter. You have a full health character. Robo only has 1 bar. Robo double resets are like alright. They're not amazing. It's like hard to set up good left rights on double. So if he knows them, then great. If he doesn't know them, you're only gonna get low thrown and maybe dusted. And dust is a big risk. So because he doesn't have like a dust assist combo.
Yeah.
He has to like pretty much gamble on like a resource thing to get combo out of dust. Yeah, and I think you're like running away. Like you have the life lead. Like it's fine to run away from this character. She can't really make a comeback, and you're probably just worried about like if you swing in a bad situation, he's gonna tag, and you're gonna be like, oh, of course he tagged. That's another thing to worry about. But I think it's like not really worth staying that far away. Eventually, you do try the thing is like where you get close and do up to. So you do the thing generally of what I'm talking about, which like it worked. But I think there's like other situations to set it up as well. Plus you have like
I'm
good,
pretty sure this game goes to time, by the way. So
not at all surprising. Not at all surprising. Wow. Sheesh. Cool, the Shaker can do that. Shaker's bad resets, by the way. Unless the propaganda is actually cracked, I'm never gonna believe it. How the fuck did you... Okay, cool. Wait, let me think. How did you how did double die? What actually happened?
got cartoushed, bro.
Fuck. You got cartoushed once. And now you're not gonna get to play double again. It's actually so cracked. Now you get sweeped. Who gives a shit? Great. And then you got up back gets caught. Yeah, if you got thrown there, you would have died too. So you gotta guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that all started from getting randomly cartooshed. Get the fuck out of here. This character sucks. Get out of here, dude. This character's so dumb, dude. Look at that. You know, she doesn't spend even meter on that. She spends life. I mean, and she can get most of it back.
Yep.
Crack. Okay. You're a... Yeah. No, you gotta jump jab here. You shouldn't try Ethro. I think it just never works. In all the instances that I tried this, like, it has to be really, really specific for Ethro to work here.
Okay.
I think you try Ethro, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You drink jab. What the fuck? Why are you so slow then? I feel like you can jab here, pretty sure. No, you're trying Ethro. What the fuck? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong inputs. He's mashing jab. Of course he's mashing jab.
Yeah, he's on jab, yeah.
Cringe. Well, you tried dash. Yeah. Dash Ethro. Yeah, no, I think this jab here is the best idea. Jab is the most likely to work out.
Yep, I feel that, yeah.
This is not even... Because, like, especially if he blocks, right? Like, you're thinking, like, you know, traditional wisdom would be like, you know, mix up Ethro versus strike. But it's like, if the Ethro doesn't go right because of mashing, you're calling assist, bada bing, bada boom. If you get the Ethro right, then good, you know, you got a 50% starter into, like, you know, either burning air dash or Ethro or meter to get a combo. Whereas if you strike him, if he blocks, he still has to block the assist, which is H drill, so that you have some time there. And if it gets hit, then, like, you have the same general reward anyway with, like, a better IPS starter. So I think it's pretty much always worth going for the strike there. You try the thing, you're just too low for that. I like the idea. I would have done the same thing. Or I would have tried the same thing. So you do... What the fuck is that? Crash medium kick? Yeah, whatever, man. Sometimes you gotta crush medium kick. So yeah, you try the thing. I think it's a good idea to do it. You're just like too low in the air, and he's too high up. So it's not gonna work out there. It's unescapable here. You just have to DP. There's no other way. Snap. Yep. Yeah, I would have not believed this worked either. I that's fine. It's completely okay.
Ouchies.
On one hand, it's just a gamble and you guess wrong. On the other, I always push block whenever I block Horus.
Yeah.
And I don't really know why. I think it's to avoid situations like this happening. Where, like, this is the only real way Eliza has, like, frame advantage in neutral, right? All of the ways are, like, you know, having situation advantage or, like, recovering before the opponent does when doing something. That's, like, the most concrete way she can get frame advantage on me. So I think in most situations I would push block that. I wouldn't push block the aerials quite as much because then she's putting herself closer to me, and there's a chance I can RPS and get something great out of it. But because you're so far away, and you have a life lead that you want to preserve, and you want to play safe generally, like that's your play style, I would probably push block that more often than not. That's my I think that's my thought. And I'm like trying to make sure that I'm not like super 2020 hindsight, like, oh, of course you should push block this, of course you shouldn't push block that. So like I'm trying to give my logic as to why you should try to look for things and not look for things. But regardless, this character's gonna die. And yeah, there's 10 seconds remaining. I see where there's gonna be a timeout then.
Yeah. So
Devour Hour. If you up back the Horus, I think you can punish. Or like at least like RPS her. So if you're gonna gamble, because you've gambled on the cross up block here, I will block with up back.
okay.
Here. Because then if you block with up back, you chicken block this.
Jump burn, yeah.
And then you can like try to, I think you can punish this. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah.
Yeah, there are some situations where you need to up forward block this, and in that spot, like, don't even bother, just push block her out and move on.
Okay.
This is not one of those spots, I think. You can probably crush medium kick if you up back this.
Yeah.
It's worth taking this to the training mode and then testing it out and doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I was gonna say, like, you should look for drill, and you just did it. And oh fuck, bros! You're like, okay, great. Like he's running away. Eventually, he's in the corner. He can't run away now, and you gamble and he lost. It'd be due. I personally don't think it was worth gambling like that. But again, it's timer.
Yeah,
I think that is 2020 hindsight. I shouldn't say that. It's always worth gambling when the timer is that low, and any hit is gonna do the deal. So let's go back here a bit. So you do this, blah 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 blah, and then you air dash up heavy, I think. Oh, air throw. Yeah, dang. Really preemptive with that. I feel like, I wonder if there's a way to be like more reactive in this spot.
Yeah, I feel like probably.
But again, it's 4 seconds remaining. If you don't do anything, he's gonna win. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, no, I think it's not worth overthinking this. Something gets wrong. Yeah.
How do I look?
Makes sense. But yeah, I think overall, in the Parasol v Fukua matchup, I think it's more about like finding good spots, because the good spots are like not that intuitive, I think, for your given team. Because I think, generally speaking, your team has like a pretty good time setting those up. With like, I call M-Bomber now, it's pretty okay. I call this now, it's pretty okay. Getting to that zone to be able to call those things is pretty good. But Sceliter's team is very well designed to like stop you from getting to that spot in the first place. And so I think you just need to be like way more cognizant at like what's actually going to be a good spot and how can I move myself to that spot, and then like trying to do a mix up there. And trying to be like very, very cognizant of like, okay, he's not protecting assist like this, so I can like now I can fireball it or something. Or he's trying to protect his assist now. If I fireball, like that's decent risk reward for me because he blocks something. He's like stuck a little bit. And the assist, like, this is the entire time the assist is going on. So, like, you have a little bit of a more even footing there or something like that. Or, like, being in the proper zone, like, now he's super jumping and his assist is locked out, so now it's a good time to go in. I got a ping somewhere. What the fuck is this? Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's all of that. Any questions about that before we move on to the next game?
Nah, I get it, yeah.
Okay, cool. 44 minutes on like a 99-second game. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
But I think for you specifically, I think it's way more worth taking things into a super big microscope and like looking at every situation very directly and going like, okay, how do you set up? Because one thing that Sammy said, fuck, the photo is coming off again. There's a photo I stuck on the top of my table with blue tack. and the blue tail
Yeah.
keeps coming off. I feel really sad. My friend made that photo, so like some artwork photo. So I feel really bad if it comes off. Anyway,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
I'll show you to you later. I think it looks really sick. But regardless, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Sammy said this thing once in a lesson where it's like, once you have a general enough game plan, the way to make it better is to bring in a lot more specificity into the game plan to
Yeah.
be like, because normally it's like, Ryu game plan in Street Fighter 2 is throw fireball, do uppercut, right? For a noob, like if you tell a noob to do that, like a noob can understand it, right?
Yeah.
But then if I told you that, you'd be like, sure, but when do I fireball? When do I uppercut? How far should I be to fireball? How, like, can I react with uppercut when they do this, when they jump at the fireball on this timing or that timing? So that's where a lot of the nuance comes into play, and that's where your game plan actually develops past, like, rudimentary 4-year-old language, right?
Okay.
Like, and I think for you specifically, it's like, that's when you start looking at things like, okay, the parasol is over here, and I have this assist available, and they have this assist available. Can they call their assist? Yes. If they can call their assist, I do this, and stuff like that. And, like, super duper, like, microscoping and, like, being really specific with the things that you want to be doing. Because, like, I think a lot of the spots, like, you can recognize those in a vacuum. You're not lacking that. You're lacking doing those in the middle of a game, which is admittedly really hard. It's not very easy to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And even, like, I mess those up a lot more than I care to admit. But, again, I think it's so important. And, like, I think a little bit of it is the approach is a little bit off against Parasol, but I think overall it's more situational awareness than anything else.
Yeah.
But regardless, you're over here. You go in this time. Back in the fireball. I love when people do that as Parasol. I respect it every time. When they, like, quickly position themselves away from the thing. Because I was really bad at it for 6 months, and then I got better at it, and I was like, wow, this character's sick. Anyway. Tried to punish the assist, but didn't work out. No! Okay, cool. That could have gone so bad, so easily. Okay, cool. Wow. If he did that, I wonder if he's feeling like, I can't catch this character, I have to do this thing. Alternatively, that could just be an input error.
I don't think so.
Let's look at the inputs then. No, that's super hard read. Okay.
Peck does that against me as well.
I feel like that's like
It's
really,
like auto-piloting, I guess.
I guess so, but like, if I were in their position, I would never do something like this because I'm doing okay in neutral. Why do I need to spend 1 bar to catch this character like this? Right?
Yeah,
So
I don't think
maybe-
Peck does it in the same situations. He definitely wouldn't do it like 3v3 round start.
Yeah,
plays
yeah,
that
yeah.
anchor and-
He would do it in like clutch spots where like getting that
Yeah.
is gonna kill or it's gonna lead to a DHC that is going to lead to a kill or 1 reset or whatever. This is really preemptive, and this makes me think whether he's thinking that it's hard for him to catch you.
Maybe, yeah.
If he thinks that, then maybe that's something you could try to use against him specifically.
Maybe, yeah. The first round was definitely a lot more like it was a long round, and we spent a lot longer playing neutral than like we usually do. So maybe he's kind of
Yeah.
frustrated, getting
Yeah.
restless. Maybe.
Cause yeah. Yeah, I mean, on one hand you get hit by this, it's like who gives a shit, and now you're back to neutral. You can't really. He can call this, but he's not really getting in. Never mind, Bazinga. On one like.
I don't do it to me.
What was I gonna
He's
say?
gonna swag on me here, yeah, for sure.
I don't think you should push block there. You've been push blocking there every single time. It's worth not doing it sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think another thing is like you push block like way more like you should do this every time or don't do this every time. Just mixing it up a bit more is probably
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. Oh, never mind. That's way too cool. Oh, never mind. You messed it up. You sucks. Please win. No! You could have Uber one here. That would have been so sick. That would have been so sick if you Uber one here. Oh well. Okay, never mind. I wouldn't. Yeah, again, because you're trying to keep the pressure on, I would try to jump forward instead of jumping back there. Because again, like
Yeah.
the main thing is you're preying on the opponent doing the same thing as you are, where they're push blocking consistently in consistent positions. If they were like sometimes I push block, sometimes I don't, then it's worth going for the jump back sometimes and jump forward sometimes. But the thing
Yeah.
is, I am looking for like, or you can alternatively just be looking to get this character out safely. But I would like me personally. I am looking at this spot and going, I want to push my advantage as much as possible because he's stuck in the corner. He can't call assist right now. Even if he tries, he's gonna get like, he doesn't have good defensive assists here. So Cole, do fireball, keep him in the corner, make him push block things. When you land, like you land from this. Let's say you push block this, right? You land from this fireball. Like, and let's say you like didn't jump forward, jump back. You like neutral jumped or jump forward or something. Now you can call assist after he blocks the air fireball, and now you can like call M bomber or something. And now you like get to keep him there, and he can't call assists.
I see.
So that's another way to take this position more aggressively. You could just, wait for him to jump and throw fireball, and then exactly like you did, like get the character out safely. That's one way to go for it. If you want to try being more aggressive, I think there's another way to look at that. Or you could just down back and wall DP and it works out. Tick, nice. Ooh, oh my god, dude, Philly messed you up. No,
He did,
dude.
bro.
There's no way Eliza's not getting hit if Philly wasn't there. Go back. No, go back. Yeah, look at this. There's no way. Philly is blocking you. Oh my god, that's cringe. Never mind, this character's there anyway. Yeah, again, where you're like double jumping in spots like these, like dash, backdash, forward dash is gonna
Yeah,
make
dash,
you
yeah.
closer a little bit, closer a little bit faster. And you're like double jumping back, like you're already full screen. You don't need to jump back. You can usually jump and stuff.
Yeah.
I know you're up back and like block while you're jumping, but like if you get good at like up back,
Yeah.
or up and then back, or up forward and back, that's another thing to get like specifically good at. You should have called up to here. I think you were trying to do that. If you weren't trying to do that, then like that's chill. You should have been doing that. If you were trying and you just messed it up, that's also chill. That frame trap is so valuable, and that happens to you double sometimes. Oh yeah, sheesh. That is really bad. No, that would have worked, but it was so badly timed. That's pretty bad. But you got to the corner, nice. Yep. Yeah. This works out. You don't do Philly resetty on Eliza?
What?
No wanting to do Philly resetty on Eliza?
Nah.
Fair enough. You're cool. I would have done it. Also because Philly has the most life, you can just do that. They can like do that.
That's true, yeah.
But if you want to do Fuko resetty, that's also chill. No real. You're not making a bad decision here. I'm just like, I would do Philly.
Yeah.
Not like that, but you get what I mean. No, yeah, you're so far away. Yeah, I think like another general thing is you like tend to space yourself a bit too far away from most things.
Yeah, I think you are, yeah.
That's like getting you killed in a lot of spots. No, might you take back D and you kill the character. Let's go. Now you can just chill. You can just down back and nothing bad will happen to you. Dodging beams is good. I wouldn't. When he's getting heads like this, it's not worth hitting him. The only thing you do is like give him less recovery on heads.
Yeah.
Because by the time this happens, he's gonna get the head back anyway. Or he's gonna get the head anyway.
Yeah, I could maybe like ground super car, maybe fireball car.
Sorry about that. Yeah, you could like do a super and
Yeah,
then
no problem.
car.
Yeah,
You could do that. There's a something to say about losing the life that's there, but that's a pretty good chunk of damage here too. It's not gonna kill though, so meh. You could just avoid it. It's not the biggest deals. Just channeling it
yeah.
in as a knife. What if you just avoid it? Oh, you don't know the lore of that, do you? What if I
The
just
what?
avoid it?
No,
That's an OGEU meme. What the fuck? Feels
I
bad.
feel.
I'll try to show you show you that at some point.
Okay, okay.
It's a godlike meme. The knife is actually goaded. But yeah, you could do car super. Like fireball to car super, hit him on the other side.
Yeah,
But the thing is that once he's done this,
Hadron, go.
once this has happened, the head is gonna come out, like, and it's gonna accompany him. So if you hit him here, like, it doesn't really matter.
yeah,
Like all you're doing is cutting his recovery, and he gets to spam heads now.
On the head. Boom. Scroll heal.
He had dash forward. I would have just done missile now, because you have 3 heads. And if I see the opponent is trying to stuff me from like doing head things, missile is the best thing to go for, because missiles normally has like 108 frames of startup or 108 frames of animation or whatever. And if you
Yeah.
fireball me, then that 108 frames is
Yeah,
like down
running
to
in,
like
yeah.
30 frames or something. I don't know what the frame data on fireball is, but it's not particularly relevant. 30 to 20 frames. That's pog as hell if you get away with that. Or with two head misses as well. That's another way to try to go for it. But like again, because you're Fukua, I would not recommend actually hitting it with fireball many times.
yeah. Okay, got it.
Um, and bop. But I think yeah, overall that went pretty well because you were like being a
Yeah.
little bit closer and trying to actually engage him.
Yeah,
I think a bit more nuance would be great, but I think the overall idea was better. Like if you're trying to play neutral, like
Yeah.
it's good to play neutral, you just gotta play a bit closer. You can't really run away from that character and like try to get good things happen, because ultimately, right? Like it's similar to camping in like melee or whatever. If Falco's camping Peach, what is he actually getting out of camping Peach? He doesn't really get anything, right? He maybe gets a laser here, gets a really far down air there, whatever. What he's trying to do is set up a good position, and you should be looking for the same
Yeah.
thing. You should be looking to set up a good position rather than camping for the sake of camping. And you're not really
Yeah.
doing that, but like you're also not really looking for spots to approach when you're playing safe. Or at least you're not like looking for that all the time in every situation
Yeah.
possible. And I think like again with Parasol, if you don't really have the most experience against her, and I'll be honest, if you put me in your shoes, I wouldn't know what to do either. But I also would just go Philia point, and then I have a better plan on what to go for.
Yeah.
Basically with Philia as Parasol, I try to like go into the air when they're on the ground and be on the ground when they're in the air. Because when they go in the air, they will often super jump and do things, and then I have
Yeah.
the ability to like position myself accordingly and then call assist as they're landing. And when they're on the ground, they don't have the best way to control the air past half screen. Within half screen, obviously Parasol has the best button in the game or whatever.
Yeah.
But past half screen, it's pretty hard for her, especially if you're a super
Yeah.
jump height. It's like not that easy for Parasol to do things. We're approaching an hour. We could watch the third match kind of quickly. We've
Okay.
had a bit of breaks during the middle, so I can just go over this match relatively quickly. If there's
Cool.
anything specific that stands out, we can go through it. Or if you feel like that's
Yeah.
enough, we can just stop it here.
Yeah, let's go through it quick.
Cool.
I think I might be getting clapped in this one, so.
Okay.
But
But yeah, overall, do you have any questions about any of the stuff I've mentioned?
No, not really.
Cool.
I think it's pretty decent.
Yep.
I think I definitely do like autopilot and just like kind of super jump back and
Yeah.
fireball.
Oh my god. Okay. And this is like I don't know if you're doing this consciously, but like trying to stuff the assist here. Because he
Yeah,
did
yeah.
medium fireball here, I think. Yeah, if he did heavy, you would have stuffed it.
Fireball.
Because that would have hit like Robo on her head, like over here. It would have gone that way, and then Robo is like standing like this, and like shooting beam or whatever gets hit over there. I'm an artist. I should get paid for this.
Yeah.
Cool. Whatever. Regardless, here, let's try to make it a bit quick. There we go. Never mind. Cold DP. Let's go. And again, try to stuff the assist more. I think that's like not coming. Oh my god! He's so sick. Yeah, you deserve to lose this. That's actually pog as hell. Never mind, that was pretty bad. Wow, what the hell was that? Oh, trying to level. What? What are these inputs? Whatever, doesn't matter. Look like some meme. Wow. Alex is losing brain cells at the fact that Robo got some timer back.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
No! This is like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I was waiting. I was like, I don't want to say it, but I was like, how is this gonna go bad? Let's go. Oh my god.
I don't really know. I've never seen it explode in there.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
really know what to do.
She just lands on the ground every time.
Yeah.
But you know, hindsight is 2020. That sucks so bad. Dude. Oh my god. This is at least like let's look at that back. Where is this? Where is this? Like she has this much life remaining. You have this much meter. You do crouching heavy punch, Clyde, some combo, build 2 bars, DHC. You at least get like yay much damage into a mix up. This is one touch kill. Or one reset kill. That feels so bad. Oh my god. That feels amazingly bad. But now you know.
Yeah.
Now you just should be glad you learned this in casual modern tournament. Now you know.
True.
Loser goes home not 9th place at Evo or whatever. Okay. Yep. Yeah, this is dead here. Maybe for 1 bar. Yeah. Oh, not even. I guess I didn't really know the damage that well. Protect the assist, good. Sheesh. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna backdash anyway. Who cares, dude? Never mind. I was gonna say if you block both things, you can like punish. But like, there's 0 reason for him not to backdash there. So, because you don't even have bar to.
Kind of crazy. What the hell?
Yeah, there's like you don't have bar to snap, and he has like a bunch of life. So of course he would backdash if it got blocked. Yeah, just chilling.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. How did this go that way?
Fucking hit my assist and then she hit me. Come on, man.
You crushed liking from all the way over there. feels really bad. And there's a blue bounce.
I thought that assist was gonna push him into me. I didn't think he would ride it all the way.
Oh
through.
yeah, fair enough. Disappointing. I mean, to be fair, if that hit me like that, I'd be just as shook. But like, oh boy. Yeah, there's not much you can do there.
It's gonna bite me.
Get a bunch of that life. Oh my god. BG's,
Yeah.
bro. Okay,
BG's,
BG's.
bro. What the fuck?
This game is BG's as hell. Bad character, by the way.
How do I look?
Sheesh.
クランクアップだ
Yeah, I mean that game
It happens
some
to me,
things
you know.
went a bit poorly quickly. You never got to play Philia.
Sad.
You never got to play Philia much at all. I think Philia does decent against those characters, generally speaking.
Yeah.
So I think I would have played her a little bit, you know. Again, like
Okay.
just because you can control you can move in the ground so much better than other characters.
Yeah, yeah.
So much more precisely, at least that is. I would have played it, especially like your Philia wasn't losing a ton of life anyway, so
Yeah.
it's like worth giving it a go, I think. But if you feel like you gotta just play Fukua double with Psylocke assist or whatever, then that's also chill. That's not the biggest deals.
Yeah.
The characters are not necessarily why you were losing. It's just like
Yeah, that was
being
definitely one
super
thing I
duper
definitely
aware.
wanted to updo.
Sorry.
I definitely wanted the updo assist. That's why
Yeah.
I slapped her in the back.
So I just think again, like I think we talked about it last time as well. Just like being super ready to be really nuanced in the situations that are there, and I think you can practice it a lot easier too because you have a lot of people that you can just like beat by not doing much of anything. Against those people specifically, I think it's a really good thing to like just hammer down on like, okay, they're doing this. What is the situation like? Can I hit them for it for free? Can I can I get like a good mix up instead? Is the mix up, if I go for this mix up, is it actually in my favor or not? If it's not in my favor, I'm not going to take this mix up. Can I reposition to a better position instead? And I think because for one, new players or like worse players will play slower than you, and they will have like a worse idea of the risk reward. It gives you the opportunity to like really give yourself multiple chances to like actually like see what you need to do.
Yeah.
And, like be practicing that skill. You can also practice that skill by watching VODs. But there's also there's something to be said about practicing it in game and the value of that being so much better.
Yeah.
And you don't even need to play that many games to do it. Like you could just play 3 games like this, and in every game you go, okay, was the decision I made actually in line with the risk reward I think it was going to be for me? And if the answer is yes, then you're just the best player ever. And if the answer is no, then you reevaluate why that is.
Okay.
It's like, can the position actually be better? If I went for this mix-up, was it actually in my favor? If I went for the hit, like, I mean, if you got the hit, you went for the hit, whatever. But it's like, the main things that are nuance in that is pretty much like, what are the nuances in the positions and the mix-up that you can do? And from there, it's like, okay, you got to practice that more and like doing that in real time. But yeah. Any questions about any of that?
Nah, not really.
Okay. I'll put this up on YouTube right now. I'm not doing much of anything important, but I'm doing analysis for another person after this, so.
Cool.
I cannot wait to do that on stream, I think. I'll just do that. And yeah, if you have any questions about anything like that, just send me a DM. I am very
Yeah, we'll do, man.
I'm very keen to help out people. That's all I can do now because I can't play anymore.
Yeah.
It's busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think like for you, I think I even talked about it last time. I also think for Leela, it's very true. When I talked to him last time, it's all just about like being really, really granular with what you're looking for. It's just really just that. Once you get past a certain skill level, like that's the main thing you can add in this game now. And it's like it's a drag, but the more you do it, the better you get better at it. And like, you'll get better at those in like specific spots. Like I had to get better at it like with. In other games, you won't get better at like checking assist availability, but in SG you will. So like you can ignore other skills and like look at just assist availability and like build better decisions based on that. And then sometimes you do spacing, and sometimes you do height, and sometimes you do actual timing and stuff. Like that. You get better at it. You get better at evaluating factors the more you do it. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I won't hold you too long. Go forth and do your Saturday morning things or whatever.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And see you around.
I'm tired, Joe. See you, man. Thank you.